Good morning guys, and welcome to the next episode on the OTT channel. Here we go. We're on the road again. We just probably, you would have seen if you chucked it up on Facebook there, the old highway got closed up a bit further here just for a bushfire, but thanks to all the work from the emergency services guys, she's now up and running and we're open and we're good to go. Welcome to Pardew Roadhouse. What's left of it? Cyclone wiped her out not that long ago and she's still not open, and it's a long way from being open. Everything is pretty much busted up here. There's not a lot left apart from some solar panels. She's the only thing that stood at the time, and that shed over there, everything else is pretty much busted up. But yeah, so you won't be able to get fuel here for a while. The road, the station is closed as well. Not sure if that got damaged, but yeah, just past the sign back down the road, and that's shut shop as well. Anyway guys, we're on our way to Portsmouth. So a lot of people don't know where it is, what it is. It's about 160 k's south of Broome. Turn off about 30 k's of dirt, head to the coast. Probably what I would call the sandfly capital of WA. Never seen so many sandflies in all my life, so this is going to be good. But we're just going to use that as a bit of a launch point for us, and off we go from there. We're going to head south, back sort of down to where we are here at the moment, not far from here, and just fish that coastline. It's a bit of an untouched area through there, being that there's no boat ramps within Kiwi. So that's the plan for the week. Hopefully it all goes well. Let's get to it. Oh yeah, one of these. Time of day, just hitting the dirt. Time for a can, christen the trip. Stuck into it. Bit breezy today, so I'm not sure if we'll put the boat in today or maybe tomorrow morning. We'll have a look when we get down there. Might even have missed the tide today. I think it was about 10 o'clock high tide, so she might have turned and we might have missed it. So yeah, we'll just play it by ear today. I'll just sit down and have a few of these and unhook the boat and go for a bit of a drive around. It's been neat tide, so we'll be able to cruise around the mud flats and have a bit of a look. Might even take a little ride and have a bit of a flick, see if we can catch something for dinner. So the road in from the highway to Portsmouth is quite good. It's your standard Pindan, very sandy, a few hard lumps here and there, but generally not a bad track in. Welcome to Portsmouth. Plenty of mangroves, plenty of red dust, and plenty of sandflies. We made it down here. They reckon we may be able to get the boat in today. It's almost low tide, but it's a really good neat tide at the moment, so fingers crossed we may be able to get it in now. Looks a little bit shallow for the OTT, I think. Need a little bit of water to get it off, but we'll see how it goes. I'll show you the sign up there in a minute. It's quite interesting. It's very Australian, but yeah, see what this water's like. Very bit boggy. I'll probably have to come in over here, no, over there. Alright, get the feet wet.
It won't be good if it comes up to there and you just drop into the deep water here.
Yeah, that'll be the go. Probably got, I think it's, what was the time? 12 o'clock.
Yeah, spot on.
Yes, I think it's 1 o'clock low tide, and then 7 o'clock high tide again tonight. But thinking there's not quite enough water here to float the boat. It's only shin deep. That might be us till we get a bit of water. We're going to unhook the boat, go for a drive down a bit further, and see if we can't catch something for dinner. Go for a look around, maybe a crab. Nah, I put them under the front because I went backwards. Alright, day one, not a real success. no fish. We're bogged. We've got the max tracks out, dumped deep of air out. Probably should dig this out a bit more before I try and get this under. Oh, see, that's where we tried to get out of. Anyway, see how this goes. Might get this one here under. Right. Squeeze in here. Right, that one's there. That one's there. Bloody soft this, doesn't look it. Good, give it a try. If it goes, I'm not stopping.
Alright, I'll dig him out, I'll dig him out.
Roger. Woo. Alright. There we go, easy. Roger. So the tide's coming in now. So we had a bit of a fish there, no wobble, no gobble. Well, the tide's moving, so there should be a bit of wobble there. But we just can't seem to get anything, not even a small trevally, nothing. Pretty awesome spot, rock wall all the way around. Bugger all. So we're going to head back now, we'll hook the boat up, we'll swing by the little ramp there, and we'll hook the boat up, and hopefully not too distant future we can get this bloody boat in the water. That's the plan. Not many of them are working so far. Right, enough water. Boat's coming back. See how this goes. Try and shoot it off. It's not too bad, it's pretty grippy this ground, so hopefully we'll sneak him around the corner there a little bit, unhook it all, and we'll try and shoot it off. Just hug this side. As always, I get a little bit wrapped up in what I'm doing and forget a lot of things, and yeah, we got the boat in pretty easy before I got the camera. So, but anyway, we're in the water, just having a chat with these boys over here. Now for a little bit of a dive. Apparently the visibility is pretty good, and they got a few nice fish, so that's good to see, good to hear. So maybe tomorrow's meant to be really good, so we'll hopefully see how we go. Try and sort a few things out here. So we've got a bit of fuel on deck today, so I might actually try and get it out over the back. I'm not a real fan of having jerry cans on the floor in here. Yeah, considering we're going to cook in the boat, fumes probably, yeah, I'm not a fan of it, so I'll try and get the jerry cans out the back. Just got to try and balance this boat out. So we're quite heavy and there's a fair bit of water up the front there, and yeah, just we'll see how it sits when Mark pops in. And but yeah, so Mark's got the glorious job with rock, paper, scissors. Who's going to walk all the way back to the boat? Mark is. So seniority, not rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'll hang about here, wait for Mark. I might go over and flick a lure. He's probably going to be 20 minutes, half hour maybe. So I'll go and flick a lure and see if I can't get something. We're still trying to get something for dinner. See why I bring sausages and baked beans, because we're not that great at fishing. So the epic sunset to finish the first day off. No real flash on the fishing or anything like that. We just had a little bit of a trawl coming out, nothing too sure what we're going to do now. There's a few rocks just down further there. We didn't bring any bait, so probably should have threw the throw net while Mark was getting chucking the car in. But yeah, so we might cruise down there, flick a couple more lures, soft plastics, whatever, try and get something there. and see how we go. It's not far off dark. We just tracked out. It's quite a little bit of a, because it's not much tide at the moment, it's a little bit of a sneaky way, so we've got our track now so we can get back in the dark. And yeah, we might just sneak in here and camp just in the mouth here for the night. It's bloody, should be a good night hopefully. It's looking pretty good now. Nice little flag. Was going to be dinner. But we're going to knock a fillet off him and sacrifice our dinner to try and upgrade the flag if he doesn't jump over the side. So this is, what do you call it, Mark? Speculate to accumulate. We'll see how we go here. This could go pear-shaped and we could be back to sausages because it was looking like fish for dinner. See how we go again. What's on the menu there, Mark?
Sausages. Not striping.
Definitely didn't pay off cutting up that fillet of striping. Anyway, sausage and 2-minute noodles. Who would have thought? Anyway, we're going to get stuck into this. Couple more beers. We've came back into the creek and where we left from, Portsmouth Creek here. And yeah, got a good little anchorage here for the night. And should be good. Should have a good sleep. It's getting very cool now, very chilly. The jumpers on for our little trip back. But, see you in the morning. Jeez, got that on camera. Good morning anyway. What a wild night. Oh, for two blokes that are usually used to sleeping and sweating their rings off, froze. Mark froze. That's freezing, I don't know. Right, 25 seconds in and she's still running. What a ripper. Right, we're on our 4th battery. Not sure what happened there. I charged everything before we left. But that wind last night, it just blows straight through you. Mark's freezing. He's still in there. Beanie on. I think we're going to put on every article of clothing we've got tonight. And try and keep warm. We've got a swag back in the car for Mark. Another sleeping bag in there. We might duck back because we are still in the creek of Portsmouth. It's just a, what is it, a kilometre or two, Mark, to walk back. It might be well worth the trudge. So anyway, bacon eggs this morning. The sun's just about to pop up. That'll be a godsend. Light the fire, bring it in. So it's turned a bit shitty here today. It was meant to be not too bad a day. We come out about 15-20 k's, just have a bit of a drop, but the wind picked up quite quick and it's gone a bit gross. So we just set course, head in for a bit of reef. You losing? And yeah, just chucked the lure out, just set 4 knots and cruise back steady because it's right on the side, so it would have copped the whole lot. I've just had a strike. Probably not even 5 minutes into it. Which way do you want me to go? Right? Yeah.
Like quite a big fish actually.
Still running?
Yeah.
Might be good Mac, that one.
Yeah, cool.
Had a big burner run, then come in, now it's off again. Right, we're on again here. Another 5 minutes down the road. Oh, I dropped again. Ah, no good. Leave her out. It's proving to be very difficult. We've got no sausages left. So we've got to get something. We're only fishing with one lure too. We don't need a whole swag of these things. We only need one. We've got a fair way to go still. Mark's just jumped in for a look here. Wind's starting to pick up again. So it's not too bad. A little bit of current here, obviously, like I was saying. The tide's well and truly on the move. There's a beautiful ledge here. Sort of see about 7 metres of water. Bloody nice and clear. A lot different from what we deal with in Karratha a lot of the time. What do you reckon?
I want one, just a little refish there.
Yeah, right, It's quite, yeah, I kind of thought there would have been a lot more fish here. Mark reckons there's a few reefies, little reef fish, but anyway, we'll keep trying. We got far from ideal conditions here today. What's happening is we've got this big shoal up on top of here. The current's coming from that way and it's rushing straight across the shoal. So that side of the shoal there's not a lot of waves, but up on top of the shoal there the current's a lot faster and it's got the wind going against the current, so these little waves are jacking up everywhere. So it's a bit of a handful, sort of just idling around here, just trying not to get one to come over the nose because they're so short and sharp. Sort of as you come over one, if you're going straight into them, not run over Mark, as you come over one it literally drives the nose of the boat because we're really heavy in the front of the boat. We've got a lot of fuel on board, and so it literally just drives the nose of the boat straight through the next wave. So you just sort of got to hit them on the 45, but doing that it kicks you up, and yeah, she's not real pleasant. We've got a couple of fish, a couple of bone, so we're living like kings again. We'll leave the sausages and 2-minute noodles alone for a change. But I think Mark's just about done. It's hard yakka here with this tide. Not a lot of tide at all. So I think it's 2 or 3 metres of movement. But it is racing still. But we'll probably cruise in, get around this point. And out of this weather a little bit might... what's the time? Yeah, it's 20 to 12. By the time Mark gets in and we get in there, time for a cook up. I'd say fish wraps for lunch. Beautiful. Alright, to add a little spear, a bit of a frolic in the water we'll call it. Not a whole lot of fruits for the labour. But a couple of blue bone. And here's probably the better of the two. Bad fish, about 550, the other one's just on size. That's us, got a bit of protein instead of 2-minute noodles. And pretty much just boat sitting on the bottom there. Got a rod each. We're on the march. I think this is where the creek was. Tide's on its way in. Maybe a couple of metres. Said to Mark, we'll rock, paper, scissors for who's going to swim for it. Anyway, away we go again. First cast is the one.
First cast.
Seems to be what's happening.
Yep. Then snag it.
We throw a lure in, get a follow up, half a strike, and then don't see another thing again.
Tinnerbait beans.
Yeah, someone's been here, tinnerbait beans. A lot of fish scales here, Mark.
Oh.
A lot of fish scales.
Steak and onion.
Roast steak and onion. Oh, turtle. Yeah, this is a pretty cool looking little creek. Big ledge up there, big pool here. Nice, it's dark green. See how this one goes. So we got flogged by sandflies. Ow, ow, ow. So we're just going back to the boat, loaded up with sandfly retardant. Definitely not going to stop them. Another one. We just walked across, so now we can stand and flick this whole way along this mangrove edge here. So we can walk in. Creek goes up here and around. Looks like might even be able to get around the back here. Oh look, someone's beat us to it. Bloody far there. Plenty of footprints. Gonna have a squeezy anyway, that's what we're here for. So after crawling through the mangrove forest here for a little bit and fighting off the sandflies, I found myself a nice little perch in between a couple of big mangrove branches to flick my lure. But geez, I still need some work on my casting and retrieving. Oh, good muddy. Good muddy. I don't know if you guys can see this. There is a good mud crab sitting right there. And I've got nothing to grab him with. And the minute I touch the water, he's going to take off. So I'm going to have to conjure a stick to try and hook him. See how we go here. Right, so I just made myself a crab hook. Let's see how this goes. Fingers crossed I don't fall in, which is highly likely. So once I hooked that mud crab, I flicked him up the bank and got well away from the edge, because bear in mind, we are in serious croc country here. So I picked him up, walked away, and then had a look at him. There's no way I was staying any longer down near that water's edge. There you go. Not the biggest claw on this side. The other one's good. He's nice and heavy. He's as hard as all hell. Yeah, I got him. We've got nothing to tie him up now. With the sun now getting very low on the horizon, it was time for us to head back to the boat, because let's face it, neither of us fancy to swim this late in the day in murky water, this close to a creek. We've just got back to the boat here, and in the half an hour we've been gone, that's how much the tide's come up. Remember when we got here, this was a little sandy beach? Not anymore. And obviously the higher the tide gets, the shorter the anchor rope gets. What are we doing, rock, paper, scissors? Or is it like it's your boat, you go and get it? No, I'll get it. No, okay. You're right. Here, you old mate here. I'll take that with me. I'll find the edge of the sand here. Oh, here we go, here. With the sun fading fast, we thought it was only fair that we'd share what Western Australia is really well known for, and that's our sunsets. I'll just let this play through and enjoy, guys, and we'll see you on the next episode.